هاي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف حالكم؟ انتو تمام؟ انتو what's the other one? Oh, I keep forgetting the other one. انتو تمام؟ انتو كويسين؟ انتو كويسين؟ ازيكم؟ الحمد لله أنا تمام. Okay, so this is the 10th video. So I said every 5th video, I'm going to watch a non-learn Sudanese Arabic with Daff video. Why did I say that? So that I could do other things outside of vocabulary and grammar. So I'm going to share my screen. So I watched a documentary. It was just 11 minutes. I also took a nap. I took like a 20-minute nap. But yes, I watched this documentary. I was like, I could live this, but it would be a little too long, and maybe I would make too many stops. So I think I'm gonna play the first minute and change, a minute or so, and then afterwards I have some comments that I made of like words I heard. There's a chant from a protest at the beginning, and the chant, like a part of the chant I have heard before many times on Instagram. And every single time I hear it, I was just lit. Like Daura is the word that gets repeated. And I didn't actually, so I think Daura is the word for revolution. And then they have some other words, like I think they say ahrar for liberty. I don't want to mess that up, so that might not be right. I gotta check. But yeah, the video starts with the longer part of the chant, and then the whole documentary focuses on the djembe player, which is incredible. And so yeah, I have some comments, but I'll play the first part. It's like that. The drum is really what is the thing that kind of, made me link to this video for so long, because I didn't understand the words. But I'm hoping that I can return back to this short like first minute and a half, so that I can learn the chant. I've heard in the comments and whatnot that the translation for the chant is not accurate at all. That it's more of like it's translating the sense instead of translating word for word. But I would like to be able to translate word for word. So hoping to be. Yeah, you won't be able to hear the drum. You won't be able to hear anything, but it's bassy. I'll put the link to this in the description. But yeah, let me read these paragraphs. In 2019, the Sudanese revolution overthrew Omar al-Bashir after 30 years of dictatorship. Sudan then began a historic transition to democracy. Let me say that this documentary that just came out 2 years ago. So this is not about what's going on right now. It's about what's going on right now involves one of the parties the party that Bashir was part of. I can't say much more about that because I am not the person to go to. If you want to check out people who know more about that, that's also in the description. But on October 25th, 2021, a military coup put an end to the democratic hopes of the Sudanese people, since protesters have been demonstrating in the streets to bring an end to the military regime. So the videos that are circulating of this particular moment are from the protests in 2021, and I'm guessing also 2022. This one. Ahrar is the word. Ahrar. That might mean liberty. There were subtitles. What happened? They're really trying it with this like traduire automatique, mais I don't know how I feel about it. It starts with English. I'm like, that's a little hegemonic. It's instead gonna listen. Um, this was the piece that circulated. Yeah. You definitely can't hear, but you definitely need to check that out. I'm oh yo, like you literally feel it. So what do I want to say about this? Um, so first thing, the video, like I said, it just covers it follows the way in which the djembe player's life has changed. Did I write down her name? Her name is Ines. Ines Mehdi Ghadas Griezmann. Um, that's a no, that was my name back in the Amazigh towns in Morocco. Um, yeah, she talked about her relationship to the oud, um, which her father played. So like the way in which music is like familiar, it's passed down in the family. The way in which it's the djembe is typically the djembe. So now we're talking about the oud. The djembe is typically used to, in announcement ceremonies in order to give some sort of an announcement. And she's like, now the djembe is announcing revolution. You know what I'm saying? And how music, you know, has like this spiritual element in that like it's both feeding off of the people, but it's also feeding the people. And I thought that was she didn't use those words, but I thought that was just really nicely said. Grateful for the video, grateful for the shots of Sudan, grateful for the shots of just people. And she spoke English, but she would switch to Sudanese Arabic, and her family also spoke. She had a comment about her mom because of the generational gap in terms of like opinion about the government. She wasn't too fond of her daughter going to the protests, and then she was like, but with time, she began going to the protests with her daughter. I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet. That's so real, and you know, a demonstration of love, and in a way that like, you know, it's like adaptive. Like you got to learn that. You know what I mean? Um, Another quote, she said, "We didn't know about politics. The revolution pushed us to know." Just talking about like the people, the youth. Um, that really got me because I think that really speaks to like why I'm doing all of this. It's just like, yo, um, learn Sudanese Arabic with me because I want to know about what's going on. I want to know about what's popping. I want to be able to communicate with folks, and I want to be able to communicate with people who also want to know, who also want to communicate. You know what I mean? Like all of these bridges can be made today. We have the internet. You know what I'm saying? And maybe we don't know about all the politics. Once again, we do have the resources to know. However, with limited access to to videos and things like that, like yeah, I mean, and yeah, things are hard. But with all that being said, we can still be doing things. Even when the actions are small, you can be consistent with small actions. You know what I mean? Even when you feel defeated, like just expressing your truth. I don't know. I just feel like like there's not a way to be. There isn't really a way to be helpless if there is like in a space with like so much love. Like this is like this gets my heart going. You know what I mean? Like I thought about this video when I wanted to start learning Sudanese Arabic because I was like, yo, I can't wait to learn them words. I don't think the translation like exists. So if I don't find it, maybe I'll get good to a point where I'll be able to transcribe it myself. But we need to be circulating these types of things among ourselves. That's it. That's all I have to say. Check out the documentary. I'm putting the link in the description. Copying it now. Okay. It's my salama.